Hi, I'm Heather Freed, Managing Editor for Printwear magazine, and we are at the NBM show in Austin, Texas, and I am on point with GSG's Brandon Granberry. Thanks so much for joining us today. So as you probably know, in Printwear we talk a lot about cross-market opportunities, and that a lot of times falls in the transfers realm. But talk to me about some cross-market opportunities for more higher production.
I think digital printing is a huge market for even screen printing, as far as printing on fabrics, textiles, heat transfer. Getting into that as opposed to just screen printing is a big opportunity for people, and it's higher margin, it's less competitive, and it's a new market, so I think people have a really good opportunity to get a leg up on their competition if they move into digital printing with some of the aqueous technologies, some of the solvent technologies. With HP, Roland, some of those vendors.
And are you seeing that go both ways in terms of the digital printers and getting into screen printing on the other side?
We are, yeah, a lot with the digital, the large format digital printers, and then also the direct to garment with Brother, M&R, some of those machines.
Gotcha. So I know that GSG has a screen restretching program. Talk to me about some of the advantages of that service versus doing it yourself.
Well, first, everybody's big on green, and it is green in that we're not throwing away aluminum frames, we're not throwing away steel frames or wood. They're getting reused, recycled. So you don't have that filling up a landfill. Plus, cost-wise, you're 30% to 40% less than buying new. And then also you can customize that. You can have it stretched to so many newtons versus whatever the manufacturer may happen to come out of the box with.
How about some benefits of education? There's so much, it seems like manufacturers and suppliers are coming out with more and more education programs all the time. What's most valuable for a beginner, between the seminars and the webinars and the workshops?
I think hearing real world experience from maybe even their competition actually is big. To have some testimonial type stuff. Not just somebody preaching to them on how they should do it. I think that only holds water for so long before people need to hear it from someone who has done it and hear some of the trips and pitfalls that can happen. I think that's big on education. We're really pushing education right now. We're going to be coming out with wrap classes, embroidery classes, and screen printing. So we realize it's a big area. People at this show, especially this week, have been begging us to do more education. So. But I think they really want to hear it from somebody who's experienced it.
Definitely. And how about for the established decorators, kind of continuing education?
I think continuing education, it's a similar deal. They need to hear it from somebody who has done that before. And also from manufacturers, being able to push their product without it seeming like a sales pitch all the time. Show them how to use their products as opposed to selling them on a price point or some of those things. So our most successful classes we've done in the past have been when manufacturers, they come in and just show people the product. It's not necessarily selling them on the product. That kind of sells itself if they show them how to use it.
Definitely. Well, whether I'm a new screen printer or I've been doing this forever, what do I need to know about buying new versus used equipment?
Used equipment's a really good market, and it's really popular right now, especially with the economy. The biggest difference, though, is you don't have warranty. Parts are harder to come by depending on the machine, so you have to do your research there and make sure you can get parts. Because some machines, they just aren't available anymore. So that's a big problem for people when they buy used equipment. We do sell used equipment also, and we're very successful with it, but with the new equipment, you get some of the tax advantages because you're going through financing typically as opposed to paying cash. So you can take advantage of amortizing equipment in the first year as opposed to having to just pay for it. So that's a big tax break for some companies depending on the price of the equipment. But used equipment is very good. There's nothing wrong with it, and most of the equipment in this market is very sturdy and it works really well used.
Good to know.
Yep.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to impart to our viewers out there?
I don't think so. I think that's it. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.
For more on-point conversations, go to printwearmag.com.